Hi, Nacola here. Just making sure everything is okay at this time. And I hope that you guys will come and join with me on this live tonight, where I will be uh, touching on or talking about the the topic motherlessness. Motherlessness. And maybe we should wait for some people to come over, maybe not, right? All right, so I'm Nacola. On this channel, I speak on psychosocial issues affecting humanity, as well as I motivate, I inspire to help you along your journey. I speak on issues such as depression, motherlessness, fatherlessness, single parent, single parenting in general, and um, and other issues. Like I will touch on health issues and give information on how to be healthier and all of those things. So if you feel like those are very important in this society and those are things that you really love, you can go right ahead and uh, click the notification bell, subscribe, like if you like, comment if you feel like, and share the videos if you would like others to see uh, the importance of what I am speaking about tonight. All right, so I'm just hoping others will come on, but this is a very important topic tonight, and you know, a mother's love, a mother's touch is so important. A mother's arms is the most comforting among any other, arms in this world. And a mother's lullaby is the sweetest, right? Even if she is unable to sing. So many people are suffering at this time, at this point in time, with motherlessness, more so now than uh, they suffered 10 years ago. So this is or may become an epidemic at some point, or who knows, maybe it is an epidemic at this point because, I was watching the news last week and a young lady drove miles to the garbage bin in the dead of winter, and she threw her baby in the garbage bin like it was just trash. She took it by 1 foot or in a bag, I think it was in a bag, and just threw it away in the garbage bin. That is, uh, caused, I think, from psychological problems. She's going through a lot. Maybe a young mother who thinks that she is unable to take care of a child. Maybe a young person also who is suffering from mental issues, who think that she is not able to withstand the test of time. But I can assure you that, you can always seek help if this is the situation. Once again, I am Nacola. I wanted to continue watching because I do have some important information to share on the effects of motherlessness in our society, right? Uh, a child can be motherless uh, by their parents not able to financially withstand the test of time and take care of this child. You can be motherless through death. You can be motherless through adoption process, and motherless These days you have um, same-sex couples who, can't have children. And in fact, this is what is happening in our society. So we have to talk about it, right? We have to talk about it. It's important. All right. So I am going to be looking at some important pointers as to uh, what causes motherlessness and the effects of motherlessness. All right, so we will look at um, a child given up for adoption may want to know exactly who their parents are and may go in search of that mother. Also, you have mothers who are uh, in their child's life, but is not psychologically and emotionally present in order to take care of that child. So I would say the child is still motherless, right? And so in regards to that, at some point or another, the mother may decide that, look, I am not able to take care of this child. I want to give it up for adoption. Children suffer greatly when a father or a mother is missing, so they suffer greatly. All right, so you have children won't be able to physically and mentally deal with the psychological effects of not having a parent there to guide them and to love them, right? Well, if I look at it in this way, I would say that there are also positive effects of single parenting. Many times we tend to look at it in a negative way, but it does have positive positive effects on children as well, single parenting. So one example of this is that a child would do better in a single parent home if there is much peace and much love, as opposed to living in a house with both parents who are not getting along, who are at each other's neck every day. So that is really, can cause trauma. And when parents divorce, it doesn't necessarily mean that a child will be affected psychologically, emotionally. Yes, they will feel miss the parent or miss the mom if she goes. But at the same time, you know, she is at the same time the parents, put it that way. um I'm a little bit nervous tonight. You know what, I'm not really nervous, but I am tired, and that is okay, right? But if a parent leave, as I was stating, from a divorce, the child may suffer not because the parents leave the household, but may suffer because of traumatic experiences from both parents, going at each other. All right, so a child may be motherless due to the fact that the mother is not able to stand alone financially. And you will find that some men will leave knowing that a woman is pregnant, or some men will leave not knowing that the woman is pregnant, and the woman may not be able to get in touch with them anymore. Things like that happens. And so she has a financial struggle or financial struggles. So she may do away with a child, and or give it to a family member or something like that, then couples may not, as I was mentioning before, have biological children due to infertility, and may um, have an unhealthy birth, and they may want to adopt children during that time. So, biologically speaking, though, a woman's bond with her child is extremely great, or should be extremely great, and it is just hard on children when a mother has to leave. A child will suffer from missing mommy and will want to find out why mommy has left. So last Friday I mentioned some psychological effects of fatherlessness, and the same with motherlessness. A child's grade will be affected. A child will be susceptible to abuse, uh, all kinds of abuse, psychologically, emotionally, and sexually, right? So that is one of the downfall of not having a mother there to protect you. Technically, it's hard as a mother, um, if you are in your right mind, to leave your child. If you are in this position and you feel like you can't go on, there are help around for single mothers who are struggling. If you can't find food for your children, there are food banks in the area called 211 in the United States. I know that the Ministry of Labor, if you are in Jamaica, are able to help. If I don't know the guidelines to get help, but there are people in the community who are always willing to assist you as a single mother. Seek help from those around you. Seek help from the church. The church will be there to assist you if you cry out. Yes, you may say some church do not help, but I can assure you that a church may help you if you are going through a difficult time as a mother. It is just the hormonal issues, why some mothers think that, you know what, I cannot deal with this child. And so even the mothers, may abuse their children during this difficult time. Excuse me, I have to drink some water. Right, so motherlessness is, it is increasingly getting worse as some people are trying to find their way out of situation and may end up into that situation, but a child needs proper development. And so if a mother is missing, you may find delayed speech, memory issues, imagination, slow imagination, lack of proper problem solving issues during the periods of development. You may have that. And abstract thinking may not be exactly what it is supposed to be, because these are all things that a child will need in their stage of development as they grow. So a child's biological makeup creates part of who they are, but their environment aids in creating the other part of themselves. The influence of absence of a mother can greatly, greatly affect a child's mental health development. it can greatly affect it. It's easier to develop, it's easier to function in life when you know you have your mother there. And if she is not there constantly, you are able to call on her when you need her. Personally, I was never motherless, but I learned about my father late in life, and children will go through different phases of their lives when there is one parent missing. And so, as an adult, you will grow up, right? And you will know that something is very wrong with the way you're operating, and this is because you're comparing it to what is going on around you, right? And so at that point in life, you may know that something is very, very wrong, and you are to get help, and you need to develop in this area or that area. But children are very, very much affected by a missing mother. A child may suffer from guilt. My mother didn't want me because, of me, and they may have low self-esteem issues. But mind you, we have many professionals in our society today who are motherless, and they grew up to be respectful, educated, emotionally balanced individuals. One thing to note that when a mother is not there, a child is usually connected to a grandparent. And that was my case. I am severely attached to my mother even now. I help to take care of her. She was a wonderful soul. We will also, the way our parents or our mother, put it that way, deals with us, it may be due to lack of information, because they may be mimicking their mother and how their mother treated them, and their mother may be, uh, have the same issue from how their mother, and it continues up the line. So it could, cause from some kind of generational dysfunction in the family. If you are here, comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel. As I am speaking on motherlessness, I am Nacola. On this channel, I speak on issues affecting humanity, as well as I motivate and inspire you to help you along your journey. And I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I hope that you have mental fortitude, and I hope that in Proverbs 27 verse 10 says, when my mother and father forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Thank you for coming to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate those who are watching with me. Even though you are silent tonight, I cannot see the comments at this time. I am focusing on what I am saying. All right, so thank you so much, dear friends, for visiting my channel tonight. All right, so I can look at I have some bullet points here that I'm working with at this time. So it says that a neglected child may begin to acquire feelings of loneliness and worthlessness, a lack of love and kinship from their mother. Yes, that can be a problem. Also to note that a child who suffers from motherlessness may have problems attaching to adults. besides their father, they may have problems connecting with anyone else who is not even a family member per se. And this is due to the lack of trust, the fear, the deep fear inside that that adult may also leave. You know, I would like to implore those in ministry and in the church. I promise you, I'm not here to do an exorcist. I'm in black and white tonight. All right, but I am imploring those in ministry, those pastors, the educators, social workers, and if you are not aware of what I do, my educational background is in business management, office management, computer science, and social work. So I am speaking about this because I want to be the change, in our society, and may not be able to change the world, but at least I'll be able to help someone along their way. And uh, it is also important to note that a child who suffers from motherlessness may suffer from depression later in life. And in being transparent, I will tell you that I was not motherless. I was, to me, fatherless. Had no known biological father in my life until a couple of years ago, right? It was not very long ago. And then my father passed away a couple of years after knowing who he was. And later on in life, I realized that I suffered depression. You're wondering why I'm speaking like this openly. You speak about your stories, and they may help someone along their way. And when we heal, I read that in the Bible during worship one morning. Now, when we heal, we should help others to heal. When we grow, we help others to grow. So I'm telling my little part of the story at this time. And my father wasn't there until later in life. My mother was in and out of my life, but we had a bond because I was able to connect with her when it was summer holidays from school. I used to spend time with her. She would come home sometimes after 3 years. I would see her. I remember that. But I was able to call her and connect with her, and she would in turn connect with me, in other ways. But I had a strong spiritual, God-fearing, loving grandmother who took me everywhere with her to protect me from danger, because dangers were lurking when I was left there, in the backyard by myself. So my point is that later on in life, I suffered depression, because it's one problem after the other. I had abandonment issues because mom wasn't there, but by growing up, I figured that okay, she had to work, and so she wasn't able to be there, and so daddy wasn't there because my uncle was abusing me, but my grandmother, protected me and kept me. Sometimes she wasn't. She had her faults and her, little nuances and things like that surrounding, you know, her parenting style. But she made sure that I attended the temple, and up to this day, I'm still connected to uh, God. I'm still connected to church. But I suffered depression for 10 long years. I had abandonment issues, and you're coming here tonight and you're having abandonment issues. Remember that praying is a tool that can help you along your journey, right? Praying, yes, praying. You may click off and you may not want to hear this, but I believe in God, I believe in angels, I believe in the Holy Spirit, and God has been mightily good to me, and I'm going to talk about Him. All right? So, you know yourself, spend time with yourself to learn about who you are. And the loss of a mother is very devastating to a child. It is. It is. Um, and also, if you do have a single mother, you'll find that you are very much bonded with your your single mother. For my son, there are some things that I definitely do not do because of how it affected me in the past. And so I educated myself to know how to deal with him. Because, children can test you at times. I do not call him names. So a mother would say a child is disgusting or you're stupid because they're not getting something right, and they will call them names and batter them. When I say batter, I mean just constantly spanking them, so you'll find out that the child will have emotional and psychological issues. I don't call him names, right? I do not. Nowadays, what I really do is if he is being rowdy, I will send him to his room to reflect on, what he has done after I explain to him, the situation, before I sent him there. By the way, I will, send him to his room after explaining to him what he has done. One thing I will do is I set the timer on my phone if I'm given a 5 minutes timeout to reflect on the rudeness, or what I will do with him at times is to just love him, redirect him, pray, just hold him and pray, pray, pray. Because in fact, we need to be praying for our children in this world, in this time. And I believe, these are the last days. All right? So, how to help? I'm going to be reading some pointers here, right? And depending on your specific situation, here are some tips, really, and tricks that may help to make it through. One, you need to remember that you are never alone, and there are individuals, groups, therapies available to help you. Eating a balanced diet, eating well, is very beneficial uh, for you as a single parent. You need to eat a balanced meal. One thing I made sure of is that when I became a mother, that my iron level was up and I am getting the proper nutrients and vitamins in my body that I need to stay alive and stay sane. Trust me, because it can be rough, and motherhood is a very difficult road. It is very difficult because some mothers have to physically do every single thing for their children. Everything. And it's so hard. So take care of yourself. Make sure you take your vitamin B12, right? Take your vitamin B12. And eat well. Eat the balanced diet. Make it colorful and bright. Eat those veggies, right? And you can even follow dinner with a healthy serving of dark chocolate. Hi there. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you on, right? And also make sure that exercise is a part of your daily regimen. However you're going to do it, whether you're going to walk at the park, and if you have pets, I recently got a pet, a cat, um, you know, to help even my child, because he's an only child, right? And if you, well, some moms don't have any money, and so joining the gym may be not the best thing at this time, but you can walk the park. Even in the winter, you can just put those clothes on and go for a walk. Take a workout class, kickboxing class, and see, I didn't see this, but it says as long as you do not have allergies, get a pet. You know, pets are known to lower stress and anxiety levels in human beings. Yes, they really do. They really, really do. I was praying with my son one night, for, God to send him a pet because he kept asking me for a cat. I don't know what was it with the cat. And I can tell you this testimony that we were, um, I picked him up from school, and there a cat just ran from across the road and tried to come in with us. So we said no, he had a collar on. The next day, the same thing happened, and we opened the door, and he walked straight in the apartment with us. And so I kept him for a week, but then I let him go and watch where he was going, and I saw him next door. And so I went there to talk to the owners, and they had two, and they gave me this beautiful cat here. Sometimes you'll see me post. Can you pass the cat for me, please, if you don't mind? Let me just show him off a bit. His name is Hal. Yeah. Yes, there's beauty here. And so he has made. Look in the camera. Hey there. Look up there. Ooh. Hey, Hal. Hey. Yeah, so he has been so good to my son. He has been great to him. He loves him. They play a lot, and he's a great, great, great friend, right? Great friend. All right. You're cozy. You're happy. So get a pet if you can afford it. They are just so wonderful and so, so, so precious. All right, you want to go? All right, there you go. All right, so, those are some of the things that you can do, and they are really very helpful, very, very helpful with, to lower your stress as a parent. Now, there are other things that you can do, such as painting. Take up a hobby. You can cook, you can volunteer, you can do some reading, you can write. In my case, what I do is I decorate. I decorate my space all the time. I just change things up. And for me, it's very, very helpful. Yes, pets are emotionally supportive. Jesus Picnic, come in. Nice to see you. I'm going to be finishing this live um, right here. And I'm going to just let you know that you are most precious. You are special. And Nacola care about you. And I wanted to connect to my channel so that we can have discussion. Comment below what you think about, solutions per se that will help, with single parenting. Just comment below. So thank you so much for coming to this live session tonight. It is very good to see you guys. Remember to stay connected. Remember that you're amazing. And please subscribe. Click the notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. Take very good care. God bless.